Hey, good morning. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Instant Coffee with Jan show. Do you have your coffee with you or your tea or whatever you drink first thing in the morning? Hopefully something good and healthy for you. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to talk to you today. I'm going to jump right into it. There is a word out there that a lot of people do not like to hear and they do not like to use. What word is it? Discipline. Let me tell you something. Discipline can be a really, really, really good thing. Now, when you're young, you hear this word discipline, like you might hear adults saying, boy, that child has not been, properly disciplined or this, that. This is something, at least I heard adults saying back in the ancient days of the 1960s growing up. Maybe people don't share that word too much anymore. But I'll tell you one thing, a lot of people today, grown-ups, do not like to use this word discipline, or they don't like to hear it. But I could tell you this about discipline. Discipline is about doing things that you know in the back of your mind, you really know deep, deep down that it's the right thing to do because you're looking at the end goal of whatever the action is. However, but you still do that proper thing, that good thing, even when you don't feel like it, even if you're not in the mood, and you still discipline yourself to do this good, positive action because you know it's the right thing. Let's say that you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like brushing your teeth. I wouldn't imagine why anybody would not feel like it, but just use this as an example. Let's say I don't feel like brushing my teeth. Well, you keep doing that long enough, and there's going to be a lot of consequences to that action if you do that often enough. Am I right or am I right? However, if you are disciplined to make sure that you have good oral hygiene every single time after eating, flossing, brushing, the drill, the good mouthwash, et cetera, and all this and all that, visiting the dentist, blah, blah, blah. Discipline. Instead of just doing the things we only feel like doing. But at least at the end of the day that you did the right thing, even if you didn't feel like doing it at the time. Well, you could apply that rule to exercise, right? Well, let's talk about something for a minute. And it's true. Let's say there's a situation or an issue that needs to be resolved for once and for all. Now, you could take the Band-Aid method and you could put it off because it's unpleasant. You're not disciplined in your mind enough. You don't want to deal with it. You don't feel like doing this, whatever this thing is. And somehow you put this thing off for a little bit. Some people call it procrastination. You put it off for a little bit and you think, well, I'm good to go. But the good to go is for what? How long? For now. Eventually that issue somehow magically rears its ugly head all over again. Just saying. So easy short-term delays, for example, can lead to long-term, more difficult situation. So you might take the easy way out for the moment, but then it comes back to bite you 6 months down the road, possibly a year down the road, but somehow, unfortunately, it comes back to bite, and usually with a vengeance. All right. So discipline is not actually talking about working hard. It's not about working hard, but it's about making deliberate choices to do the things you don't feel like doing for the greater good. But you go against that feeling and say, but at the end of the day, I know by doing this correct activity, we could take it to the level of saving, for example. Some people feel an initial pain. I much rather throw my money away on a movie. I lack the discipline to wait for it to appear somewhere else or whatever. And I don't mind spending $10 on a bucket of popcorn. Throw caution to the wind on not just once in a while, which I do suggest people do that once in a while, but I'm talking about as a bad habit. Not being able to say no for the greater good. And in this case, it would be savings. Okay. It's funny though, because deep down we know what the right thing is to do. We just want to avoid the pain of the sacrifice, if you will. Some of us treat every little thing as a sacrifice. In general, humans try to avoid difficulties. Most of us enjoy things that are most convenient or the easy way out. But the problem is that the more we delay that unpleasantry, it always comes back, and it comes back worse. Now, here's my question for you this morning, and only you could answer it. You don't tell me about it in the comment section. It's something, it's personal. I don't, rather you don't say anything like that in the comment section. But ask yourself, what is it in your lifestyle that you know deep, deep, deep down that you need to do? Whether it's related to savings, whether it's related to a home repair or car repair, the more you put it off, it's like a cavity. Cavities in teeth start off very, very tiny, so small you can't even see it. It's not even visible yet. But the longer it waits and waits and waits, that thing could end up as a root canal if you're not careful enough. Same thing with car repairs. Could be a very minor repair in the beginning. Get it done, get it out of the way, and it's out the window, and it's done. I don't know what that strange noise outside was. That was really weird. But anyway, in case you heard it or not, it was like a howling sound. Howling in August is kind of strange. But anyway, at the time of this recording in August. But okay, so the thing is, ask yourself, what is it that you might be delaying, procrastinating, if you want to use the word to be specific? What is it that may be a little bit more discipline? Could the discipline be in terms of maybe getting up every day and putting on some happy music and doing a little exercise in front of your TV? You could do it at home. You don't have to leave your house. You could do it at home. You could stand in place. You could walk. There are a lot of things we could do, but for whatever the reason, we feel, it's such a sacrifice. But in the back of your mind, it's the right thing to do because you would love the end result. But if we don't take that minute to make up our mind that despite how we feel, but it's raining outside, I don't feel like exercising today. You could exercise indoors. But that gym is 2 miles from here. Who's to stop you from exercising in your own home? I mean, we come up with all sorts of excuses, and I have to put it that way. We come up with all sorts of excuses not to do anything that might feel a little bit teensy-weensy uncomfortable. Isn't it better to get it over with, this little bit of teensy-weensy uncomfortable, for the greater good? Think of how many times you have accomplished things that you really didn't feel like doing, but you did it anyway, and you did hit the mark, and you did reach your goal. Remember how wonderful that felt. I want you to take that memory of exhilaration, of accomplishing that task. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It could be something as simple as cleaning out your refrigerator or organizing your stockpile, okay? Just saying. So remember that. Don't be afraid of the word discipline. Embrace the day and do whatever you can as best as you can each and every day. All right, everybody, if you found any value at all in this video, even if it was sheer entertainment, kindly click on the like button. I really appreciate every single one of you. Till the next time, have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care now. Bye-bye.